Hey, this is Notser, and this is Untitled. This week, frustration. That's all it's going to be about. That's all the week was, and I want to tell you about it. So hopefully, maybe, if you come into one of these issues or run into one of these issues, you'll know how to address it, because I have worked my butt off trying to fix everything, and still haven't fixed it all. The game in the background is the Iowa on Neighbors. You probably have seen a clip from this, but the game is great. Hopefully you enjoy it. Now, let's talk about frustration. So the week has been awful for a couple of reasons, and primarily the performance of my stream and also my ability to upload to YouTube, basically one and the same, has been terrible. There have been nights where it's been 3+ hours to upload a 10-minute video. And it shouldn't be that way. Or whenever I'm streaming, it drops it down to like 2,000 kilobits per second, which is not good either. Not good either at all. And that's one thing that you talk to Comcast or your ISP and you're like, hey, what is the deal? Something's going on. Oh, no, sir. No. We aren't doing anything. And of course they're doing something. They are doing many different things. They're screwing with the cables all the time. They know it. We know it. They're trying to manipulate the bandwidth so they don't have to upgrade and maximize their profits. And most of the people who I talk to for support, they're, oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for it to occur. I don't really care about your sorry. That doesn't help me. I know this is just a minimum wage job for you, and you hate it too. I understand that. So I'm usually very, very polite to the person. Hey, this is the issue I'm having. I know about PCs already. You don't have to go, is it plugged in? Is the power on? All that stupid crap that they go through. So after like 2 or 3 hours, we didn't have a satisfactory solution. I need to address it more, and we'll do that at some point. However, beyond the network issues, my stream has been hard freezing. And specifically, my PC, my gaming PC, has been hard freezing. Now, what the hell is it doing that would cause it to hard freeze? There's nothing on the background. I quite literally have a PC dedicated just to displaying the game. I use a completely different PC for everything else. There is no excuse for this to be freezing. So, whenever you have an issue, especially technical, you go, what has changed? Well, I recently updated to Windows 10 Creator Edition, and obviously there's a correlation between that. So I'm going, okay, well, what does Windows 10 Creator Edition do? It adds a lot of full screen optimization. It's basically Windows and Microsoft trying to push the idea that Windows 10 is a dominant computer or a gaming platform as well. It doesn't have to just be something like an Xbox or a PlayStation, right? And they've been pushing that, and they've been optimizing that. So I'm like, okay, turn off all the full screen game stuff. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, it doesn't actually fix the issue, which was occurring Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hard freeze, 3 to 5 seconds. The sound would cut off, and it's like, oh my god, what is going on? I play World of Warcraft, I play Overwatch, I play other games, and it's like, they're not hard freezing. So what's the difference there? Well, I play every game in 1440p except one. Can you guess which one that is? Yes, World of Warships. I can't play it in 1440p because the scale of the UI gets too small. And yeah, I know, oh, you could play it, it's not that big a deal. It is a big deal. It's too small. Wargaming, you should just fix it. Just allow me to scale the UI. So I can't play at 1440p. Beyond that, though, I have to play this in full screen mode and force it to a very specific resolution that it will scale on my 1440p monitor. So that's okay. Well, okay, so it must be full screen, right? Well, disable all the full screen, compatibility, all that stuff. Oh, no, it's still doing it. Oh, crap. I can't play this in window borderless. I want to fix the issue, right? Yeah, I want to fix the issue too. Okay. Well, let's look online. Make sure files aren't corrupt. Okay. Reset Windows. Alright, I did reset. I like that Windows 10 allows you to reset, keep your personal files and stuff. So I did that. Oh, well, it didn't fix it at all. Oh, great. Alright, let's try a full reset. Delete everything and do it again. Oh, didn't fix it at all. Oh. Okay, what could it be? Maybe it's memory related. I was seeing something with Gen 6, Intel, and DDR4. There was a bug or issue. Okay, well, let's make sure the the voltage is actually really high. So that's not an issue either. Dang it. There is a BIOS for sort of a low power state. It's hard-coded into Intel chips, and you can turn it on or turn it off. So I basically disabled its ability to lower its power. Okay. Doesn't fix the issue. Are you for real? So my setup is pretty different, obviously, with a 2PC setup. I have a 1440p monitor that has 144 Hz. I use an Elgato game capture device to bring a 1080p 60 FPS version of that to my stream PC. So in order to do that, I have to clone that monitor. Well, when you clone the monitor, there's gonna add latency, all that stuff, right? Yeah. But beyond that, you cannot maintain 1440p 144 Hz. It has to be one or the other. And I'm like, oh, well, I really don't want to give up either of them. That's the way I am. I don't want to give up anything. So I look for a solution. Eventually, I stumble upon the ability to sort of trick Windows to run at 1440p, but also have 144 Hz while cloning to 1080p 60. It's sort of, it's hectic. If you want to know how I do it, or did it, and I'll get to that point, I'll let you know. But basically, I trick it. So it has to allow 1440p, 144 Hz while cloning. Usually can't do that, especially if the clone is completely different, 1080p 60. And that's how I've been capturing for 6 months to a year at this point. I have an Elgato in my capture device, in my stream PC, capturing it, and it worked out, right? It worked out. Well, it didn't work out because now it doesn't work. So I was like, well, let's just try playing the game full screen without the game capture, because I don't do that all the time. It actually works just fine. Oh, sweet Lord. Are we serious here? It's related to me cloning this capture device. I have to do this for my job, so it's like, well, we gotta figure out a way. We gotta figure out a way to do this, Notser. So I was looking online, and they're like, well, why don't you just use OBS to project the main screen onto the Elgato monitor? It's a virtual monitor. It's not actually there, but the PC sees it as a real monitor. So you just project to that, and whoa, it's actually working. Other people have suggested this to get rid of some hitching or some screen tearing that you might see. I don't know that that has existed in my stream. If it has, let me know. But this has finally solved the problem of full screen hard lock that I was having all the time. I couldn't even go full screen with YouTube videos. It would hard lock for 5-10 seconds and then it would recover. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? But we finally have solved it. I have to not clone the computer monitors, instead project from the main PC to the Elgato virtual desktop, and that has worked. That has solved the problem. So now I have to address the Comcast one. So I get to talk to them for 2 hours while they diagnose it, and then eventually they get to the point where we can't fix it from our end. We need to schedule a tech to come out. It has been very frustrating. I'm behind on videos, I'm behind on everything. I stress myself out when I have control over it. If I don't have control over it, politics, sports, what my friends and family do outside of my, I don't have any control over that. I don't worry about it. I'm one of those people, I don't get invested in a sports franchise because I can't impact the outcome. It's just the way it works. I care very much about things that I can actually change, but outside of things that I really have no impact on, I don't even put it in my mind. Don't worry about it at all. There's too many things that I get stressed out over outside of that for that to even be a part of my life. I mean, even talking about this, I was getting a headache just trying to fix this stuff because it was so frustrating. But we did it. We fixed the hard freeze. We will fix the Comcast, hopefully. I hope that I can get this video up in time. I'm sorry for the spotty content. I do try to release the down the line, and we will try and make it up maybe Wednesday. I don't know, maybe I'll do another stream day. I do appreciate all the support. I understand that you guys enjoy the content. Girls do. You enjoy the content. I appreciate that. I really do. I enjoy streaming to you, talking to you, whatever. It's really important to me that I do this. It really does help me out. It's an outlet for me. It's enjoyable to read your comments. I'm just sorry that it has had a couple of bumpy rides recently. Now I go for like 2 years plus with no issues, and then finally we've got sickness, PC issues, and it's just like, ugh, get over it. The audio apparently has been fixed, in my opinion. It sounds a lot better. So, I think we're about, don't jinx it, but I think we're about to head into a golden era of content. Because I won't have any issues for a while. And that's important to me. Oh, man. It's just... And it's really hot, too. It's been real hot. My area is completely sealed off. I can't really get a lot of... And you can imagine. Just imagine. 2 great big PCs in the same area, completely sealed off. I've got, consoles and stuff. It gets hot. So heat plus frustration, headache. Yeah. Either way, I enjoy making the content. I hope that if this is an issue that you were having, maybe you were getting hard freeze, you're like, what the hell's going on? Well, check to see that the clone, if you do that, clone the monitor is not actually occurring, because that is probably one of the areas that hasn't been looked at. But that's the way it works out, right? We get issues in our life, we address them, and we move on. And hopefully we've addressed it and we moved on. I appreciate everyone checking out the content. Appreciate you listening to my rant. Oh yeah, I've been playing Uncharted 4. I really like treasure hunting stuff. Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider, that sort of thing. I really like it. Oh, there was a National Treasure too. Remember that stuff? But yeah, I've been really enjoying Uncharted 4. I played through all the Uncharted. I just recently got a PlayStation 4. I never had one. So yeah. And this game, yeah. American, Iowa, Battleship, pretty good. Confederate, Devastating Strike, High Caliber, 2116, base XP, 2 kills only. 2 kills, but it's whatever. It was a great game. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time. And about 2 million fire. That's not too bad. Not too bad.